Hey there, MiniWarGamers. Quirk and Cullen here from MiniWarGaming.com to give you another Warmachine battle report. Today we're going to be playing 25 points of Mark III. I'm going to be bringing Cryx. Cullen's going to be bringing the Legion of Everblight. I'm bringing Agatha, and you're bringing the new caster?
Yeah, Carissa?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce
I don't know how to pronounce her name, actually. I was hoping you
Okay. I don't know. It's just a lucky guess.
Okay, letters.
Something with something. So it's going to be 25 points. We're going to test it out. We're bringing some units this time, so we haven't had much experience with them before. I think Josh and I played one game beforehand and got a little bit of experience with that. So we're bumping up to 25 points. As always, guys, if you're interested in coming in and playing anybody here, especially if you want to come play me or anyone in the office at Warmachine, go ahead and visit us at miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details. Or you can email us directly, support@miniwargaming.com. We'll get you in here. We'll get you rolling some dice. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and check out these armies. Starting off at 25 points, I have Agatha, and she's going to have in her battle group both Deathjack and Nightmare, because I want to try out these character jacks. I've also, just to fill in points, brought in a minimum squad of Bane Thralls. Over here we have Cullen's Legion, and we have for the caster Carissa.
Yeah, Carissa, the Conviction of Everblight, as our leader, and her battle group is a Nerif, a Nephilim Bolt Thrower, a Carnivian, and one Shredder, as well as we have a Nish Shepherd Solo, and the Blighted Ogre and War Spears in their smallest unit.
Alright, so that's a leader and two grunts right there.
So this is pretty much taking the battle box from Legion, dropping one of the Shredders, and adding what was in the old two-player battle box, so the War Spears here, and then the Carnivian, just to fill it out.
Here is the board that we're going to be playing on today. It's got a nice little Ewok feel to it almost.
Yeah.
I like it. So what I'm going to have Cullen do right now is we're going to roll for a scenario. 2d6, please.
So we got about 4.
4. That is going to be annihilation. So the way this works is whoever rolls to go first, so I'm going to roll right now to see who gets to go first.
I'll roll a white dice.
Alright, I got a 6, you got a 4. Alright, I'm going to choose to go first. First player has a 7-inch deployment, second player has a 10-inch deployment. Each beast, warrior, everything that we kill accounts for points, and at the end of turn 6, whoever has the most points wins. If at any point during this game, either of us lose our warcaster or warlock, we automatically lose. So that's pretty much how that works. Make sense to you?
Yep.
Alright, so let's go straight to deployment.
So there's Quirk's deployment, and he just has one more jack that is advanced deployment. So we're going to go over to my line and show you mine real quick. So we have a Carnivian with the Shepherd in behind, 3 War Spears, our caster, Shredder, Bolt Thrower, and the Nerif. He's actually facing forward. We just have to spin him because of his wings. And you all good there, Quirk?
Yeah, so I've advanced my Deathjack right there. Looking across the board at Cullen stuff, that Nerif is pretty fast and scary, so I'm going to try and block it a little bit with Deathjack. That's why I've got him over here to try and force you to come this way. And then on top of that, you got your Carnivian. Hopefully my 6 Bane Thralls are going to be tough enough with the Weapon Master to take him out. I'm a little bit worried about your War Spears throwing an assault into my caster, so Nightmare's probably going to block for Agatha. And I'm just going to do what I can to take out your heavies, which would be your Nerif and your Carnivian. Once those are gone, it should be easy peasy.
And I'm going to try to let you not take out my heavies.
So starting off turn 1, I have everything in my maintenance phase done. I'm just going to do my power up right now, so both Nightmare and Deathjack get their free focus. Starting off with the movement phase, I'm going to have, or not my movement phase, but for my first activation is going to be my Bane Thralls. They're going to run forward 10. Now they have Ghostly, which allows them to actually ignore all obstacles, terrain, things like that, and they can move through them freely as long as they have enough movement to get past them completely. On top of that, a nice little bonus is that they also get to ignore free strikes. So that's going to make me pretty happy. Now some things that they lost going into Mark III is they no longer have the option for tough if I give them the standard bearer, and they don't have stealth anymore, so it's going to be very easy for me to shoot, or for you to shoot me. You could anyway because you have eyeless sight, but for other factions it's going to be a little bit easier to take them out. Deathjack's going to activate next. I'm going to spend his focus. He's going to run. Now I don't want to run out of range of Agatha because I do want to put Hellrout on him, giving him +2 armor and retaliatory strike, which means that if you hit him, he can make a full advance and attack in the maintenance phase. So with speed 6, he can run 12, which means that'll put him up to here. But with Agatha's speed 6 and a range 8 spell, that will put him out. So I'm actually going to want him to land about there. So let's just put him right there for the movement. Next up we've got Nightmare, who's going to run forward. Again, speed 6 can run 12. I'm just going to have Nightmare run up to join Deathjack in the front lines. Lastly, Agatha's going to move up her 6. And I'm going to spend, I believe it's 2 for Hell Route. It's a range 6. I thought it was range 8, so I'm not quite in range, but I will be able to put it on Nightmare. So as long as one of my jacks gets it, it's +2 armor, and that's pretty big. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on Nightmare. Actually, I did think of something else. So because I messed that up, I'm going to live with it. But she's going to spend 1 for Vanish, which will let her advance up another 3 to go to right there. Then spend the 2 and put Hell Route on Deathjack. I knew there was a reason I was able to do
that makes more sense.
And that will be the end of my turn 1. I think I got a pretty good defensive position right now. I should be out of range of most of your stuff. The closest thing and the one thing I am worried about is your Nerf right there, who's speed 7. Even with a run, you still won't even be able to get within the 2 inches to block Deathjack, so that should be good there. So it means that Alpha Strike is pretty much in my favor right now. Start of Cullen's turn, he's going to get his 6.
6, yep. And then we're going to start forcing. So we're going to start with the Carnivian. We're going to force him to run. So he runs up 2 and then goes. He is speed 5, so he can go to here and 1 more.
You got another 2 inches if you want.
No, we just want to put him there.
Okay.
Next, we're going to have the Bolt Thrower go, and he's going to cast his Animus on himself, which is Far Strike, giving him Snipe, so +4 range to that Bolt Thrower. Then we're going to have him move up to about here. We measured it so Deathjack cannot charge us. And then we're going to try to pull off a shot. Yep.
Yeah, 14 inches, you got it. So with defense 13 and you're at 5, you're looking for an 8 to hit. You're going to boost it.
Boost that.
All right.
Looking for doubles.
Oh, you got it.
Woohoo!
So a critical has a push effect, so you move me D3. So I'm going to go an inch.
1.
And with a critical, it also knocks me down. So he's knocked down. And what's the power of this attack?
This is a POW 14.
All right, so it's going to be dice -5 for damage. Do you want to boost that too?
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay, so you got 3 dice at dice -5. And that's going to do 9 to my 2. And that completely clears out column 2 and half of column 3 for Deathjack. Oh, correction, I forgot that I have Hell Weight still up, so that's +2 armor, so he did 7 damage to me, not 9.
Now the Nerf, he's just going to fly to here. Then the War Spears, I'm just going to move off to the side to try to match up against the Thralls over there. We get base to base. You know what, we might as well just run. Go all the way up. So there. The little shepherd here, she's just going to run right in behind the Carnivian. So now Carissa is going to go, and she's going to move her 5 to here. And then she's going to first cast Tactical Supremacy on herself. So this gives her reposition 3 inches. So at the end of any activation, she did not run or fail a charge. A model with reposition may advance up to 3 inches at the end of the turn. So that puts her at 4. And then she's going to use 2 and use the Carnivian's Animus of Spiny Growth on herself.
And Spiny Growth is +2 armor?
Yes, it is. So that was more because I didn't have anything really else to cast. So might as well get her armor up. And that can't be the 2 Fury. That'll end my turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I was going to say, what are you going to do with the Shredder? Good call. Alright. So, start of my turn. I have 2 focus on there, so I'm going to get my 5 back. I'm going to allocate 1 right off to the Deathjack to get him to stand up, so he's back up and functional again. Then I'm going to allocate another, actually hang on, I've got 6 here. Let's put 2 on Deathjack, because he's also got the startup, and 2 Skulls of Hate, which puts him up to 5 focus.
Woo.
And then Nightmare also gets 1 for power up. And this is completely all over the place, but I'm also spending 1 to upkeep Hell Route.
Okay.
Starting off with Deathjack, I'm actually going to have him advance to the wall right here. Actually, instead of doing that, he's got an ability where he can cast one of my spellcaster spells. So he's actually going to go to right there, just within 10 of your Bolt Thrower. And I'm going to spend 3 and cast Hellfire, which is a range 10, cost 3, POW 14 attack.
Huh.
Going to boost the attack, so I have to use Nightmare's magic ability, which is 7. and I need a 6 to hit. I'm gonna get it.
Any critical effects?
No critical effects. And your armor 16.
Yep.
This is POW 14, so it's dice minus 2. I'm gonna boost the damage on this one. And that's gonna do 6 to your 6. Then I'm gonna have my thralls run. So here, and there, and there. I'm gonna spread them out almost like a little bit of a screen, because I know you have a spray attack with him.
Yes, he does.
I don't want you to get a lot of stuff off with that. I gotta stay within control range.
It is a 10-inch spray as well, so...
Yeah, so I'm trying to spread out so that you don't get...
all of them at once?
Pretty much, yeah.
Trying to give you maximum 2, it looks like.
Pretty much. It should... I think the best angle you're gonna get is like this, where you'll get 2 in Deathjack.
I think that's what I'm looking at as well.
So I can live with that. Lastly, I have Nightmare, who's going to actually run and tuck in right here. Ooh, I'm gonna turn Deathjack just a bit so he can fit in. Right there. Keep his front arc fairly wide. I know your Nerf can come right around here. If that's the case, Deathjack should be able to get you, but that will be his run.
Okay.
Lastly, Agatha's just going to move to right there. She's going to hold on to her 3 focus, just in case you manage to get maybe a lucky shot off or a spray. I want to be able to negate some of that.
And is that it for your turn?
That is, actually, I went up to there. I'm going to back it up just a bit to here.
Okay.
Because I'm scared of your 10-inch spray. Going over to Cullen, he's going to leech his fury back.
Yep, going all the way back up to 6.
Alright. Now, the animuses that you have up, you have Spiny Growth and...
that is the Tactical Supremacy spell from her.
Okay.
So she's going to pay 1 to upkeep that. I know we didn't use it last turn, but we didn't need it. But the Spiny Growth Animus does fall off.
Alright, because it only lasts for a turn, right? It's not an upkeep?
Yeah, that's non-upkeepable.
Yeah, which is what I was about to say, because if you have 2 upkeeps, you can't have 2 up. You have to drop one of them. But one of them's not an upkeep, so it's just a regular spell, and you can do that.
So we're going to start by activating our Bolt Thrower, and he's going to stand still to get an aiming bonus and shoot a bolt into, is this Deathjack?
That would be Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Who, while he's hiding behind the wall, is defense 17.
I do get +2
Yep.
for not moving, and I am Rat 5.
So you're going to need a 10 on 2 dice, unless you want to boost it.
Yeah, we're definitely boosting that.
Okay.
And hoping to get a critical again. No critical, but
nope.
it is a hit.
Definitely got the hit.
So your pushback, D3,
Which will, yeah, that's
push you right into.
That's going to make him stop when he hits Deathjack. So
Yep.
right there.
And we're going to boost the damage on that as well.
Okay, and this is POW 14.
Yes it is.
Dice minus 4.
Whew.
Oh, that's going to do 11 to my 2. And that will break both column 2 and column 3, crippling Nightmare's movement.
So now we're going to go into the Carnivian, who's going to cast Spiny Growth, that forgot the name there,
Yep,
for 2. So giving himself +2 arm, and whenever anybody deals melee damage to him, the model attacking suffers D3 damage immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to use another one, and he's going to charge Nightmare.
Alright, so you're speed 6, this will be a 9-inch charge.
I think he's actually speed 5. Yeah, he's speed 5.
Okay, so it's an 8-inch charge.
Oh.
That's not going to make it.
Oh no. I was doing math incorrectly.
Pre-measuring's part of this game, dude.
Oh yeah. Darn.
So do you want to mulligan that one?
I think so.
Okay, we're going to mulligan that one.
So, because we don't charge, we still get that focus back, and he's gonna move up. Just gonna move up and measure just to check the spray. Let's see.
Now you have to center it on the model, remember that.
Oh yeah, so if I choose him.
Yeah, you'll still catch Deathjack.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do then.
Okay.
Move up to there and do our spray. So he is Rat 4.
Alright, well, Nightmare has his movement crippled right now, so he's defense 5. But he is behind the wall, so he gets defense 7. But it is a spray, so it ignores my cover. So you basically need to not roll double ones. And
Hey,
you
look,
got
I
it.
didn't. And it is POW 14.
Dice minus 4.
We'll boost the damage on this.
Okay.
And... Whew!
Wow, dude, stop! That's 13 to my 3.
Whew.
So that leaves Nightmare with 1 in his right arm and 3 in column 1. So you broke my movement and you broke my cortex, and I'm 1 shy of losing my right arm.
Wow.
Then against Deathjack, you are at
4.
You're at 4. You need a 9 to hit Deathjack.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll boost this one. We might as well.
Okay.
At least hit.
Looking for that 9. And you got it with a 10. And it was POW 14, you said?
Yep.
Dice minus 5. That's gonna do 4 to 3. Correction, 2 to 3. I still have Helmuth up. Okay, next up.
Let's see how these guys do. We are gonna lay out some charges here.
Alright, so we're going for assaults here because they get to throw their spear and charge.
Yep.
Or when they charge.
So we'll have this guy.
Right there.
Yep.
Alright, and he is rat 5 against my defense 13, I think. No, defense 12. So you're looking for a 7. That's gonna hit. Not double ones will kill him. That'll definitely kill him, so he's gone.
Yep.
And you've got your next charge.
Okay, so he... It's gonna go here, I guess.
Okay. And again, looking for that 7.
So that throw.
Yep, and not double ones. Nice. So he's gone. You got one more charge? Or do you not want to do it?
I think we're still gonna do it because if you want to use your jack to kill my guy, then that's totally okay with me.
Okay. So going right there. Looking for that 7. No, he survives.
So
you are you're rat 5, right?
Yep.
So that's an 11. You needed a 1 more to get my 12.
Huh.
But you do get a melee attack against me as well.
Yep. So this is mat 6.
Okay, so you're looking for a 6. Got it. And charge, so you get 3 dice.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's still gonna matter. It's still POW 13.
Yeah, so he's just gone.
Yep.
Then we've got the Nerf.
Yep. So now he's going to be forced to charge. 1 fury. And flap right over the wall into the side of Nightmare.
Alright. Again, defense 5, so pretty much anything but double ones to hit.
We are going to use the tail here.
Okay.
So
that's going to hit, which means you also get auto hits for every other attack.
I do.
I don't think you're going to need it though. What's this POW?
So this is POW 13.
Dice minus 5.
And the charge plus 1.
So that's 4 dice. That's enough to wreck him. So he's gone. And warjacks do not leave wreck markers anymore. And you do have sprint, so that means you get to make a full advance now.
Yep, so we're gonna... Can a full advance be a run? I don't think so, right?
No, just a regular move.
So he's gonna fly back his 7 back to here.
Alright. So you've got 7 on the board right now.
Yeah, we have 7 fury, and our caster can only take 6. Thank goodness we brought this shepherd who's gonna run up right behind this Carnivian and say, it's okay, buddy. I'm gonna take one of your fury away.
It's okay, bud. We got you. Alright. And then what's your caster? Oh, you got the Shredder too.
Shredder, he's gonna continue his little... I'm just gonna block some charges here.
Right.
We're gonna just measure something here. So now we're gonna go onto our caster, and we need to use up all of our fury, so we're gonna try to do that in the best way possible. So she's gonna run up.
Walk up.
Or walk up, yep, her 5 to right there. And then use her... Which one is this? This is the Howling Flame spell, which is a cost 3, spray 10, POW 12, fire damage spell. So she's going to target Deathjack, which is the only one she can get. We were trying to hopefully get that Bane Thrall in it as well, but out of range, so just him.
And she's magic ability 6, so you're going to be needing a 7 to hit, because I'm defense 13.
7 to hit. Well, we need to use up all of our fury, but we're still going to keep it on just so we can use quickness once. And we hit.
That's going to hit. And what's the POW?
This is POW 12.
Alright, so this is going to be dice minus 9.
So we're going to just boost it in hopes to just do a little bit of extra damage here.
And does 1 to the 1.
Okay.
Still got 1 fury left.
She's going to use that to cast quickness, which allows her to move, I think it's 2 inches per fury I allocate. Yes, it is. So she's going to move back her 2. And then that's going to end her movement. Or her turn, but she does have tactical supremacy, so she's just going to move over another 3 as well.
Right there.
Just to there, just to get some cover.
Nice. So, because I have Hell Weight up, I do get a 3-inch advance and 1 melee attack, so I'm going to move to right here.
Oh, that's not cool.
And throw a melee attack into your...
War Spear there.
Yep. Defense 12, armor 16. I need a 4 to hit because I'm at 8. That's going to hit.
Rawr.
And you said armor 16?
Yep, and he has 5 boxes.
This will be dice plus 2, so a 3 will kill him. Yeah, he's dead.
Rah.
Is he a living model?
I believe he is.
Alright, so that'll trigger snacking. So
he does actually have tough.
He does?
He does have tough.
Oh, hang on. I might be able to snack on him and just remove that.
Oh no.
When this model kills a living model with a melee attack, which I did, I can choose to remove the box model from play, so that means he doesn't get tough, and I get to remove D3 points of damage from myself. So no tough for him, and I heal 2 points.
So I removed that model off camera because we had to do a little field promotion because that was the leader. But now he's gone.
So focus time, I'm at 3 right now, so I get my 4 back. I'm going to pay 1 to upkeep the upkeep spell there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to allocate 2 over to Deathjack. Oops.
Okay.
But he also gets the 1 from the power-up, and 2 from having both Skulls of Hate still active, so he's at 5.
Good stuff.
So starting off, I'm going to have Deathjack actually charge your bolt thrower here. Now I've got a proxy base, so I'm just going to use, kind of fit in there, because with the arms and everything, I don't think he's going to make it. But if I charge to right there, so then I got the 1 inch, I should have a 1 inch on both the bolt thrower and the Nerf. I have a 1 inch reach marker to check. Yep, that'll get you there, because it's touching both, and that will also get you here.
Yep.
So he's got both right there with the charge, so spending the 1 for that. Putting him right there. I mentioned how much I like pre-measuring.
Yeah, it does make situations like this a lot easier as opposed to, I think he can fit. I think he has reach.
Looking for a 5 to hit the bolt thrower with the charge. That's gonna get it.
Just got it.
Barely. And your armor is 16.
Yes, he is.
This is dice plus 2. And that's gonna do 5, 9, 10, 11 to your 3.
That was a pretty strong attack, knocking out both my spirit and my body. But I do have my mind left with 5 boxes.
Alright, next attack, still hitting on a 5. No.
Ooh.
And the horns. No. Oh, okay. Buying an attack here with one of my claws. That's gonna hit. And this is dice plus 2 again. Oops.
Okay, so roll a 3.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh yeah. So.
And remove from play.
And we will leech.
And you were a living model, so I get to heal D3. Healing 3 points. And that means that he's only got 5 damage on him.
Lame.
Buying an attack against your flyer there, looking for a 6 to hit. No, buying another attack. That's gonna hit, and this is dice plus 2 for damage. And that's gonna do 8 to your 6, and buying my last attack here, that's gonna hit, and dice plus 2, that's gonna do 9 to your 1.
And that takes out the Nerf's mind.
Agatha's gonna go next. She's going to advance 6 to right here. And I have a range 8 spell, and I don't think I'm... Oh! Yeah, with Deathjack out of the way, I am in range to do this. So I'm going to put Parasite up on you. It's a cost 3. And it will give you -3 armor and give Agatha +1. I need your defense...
On the Carnivian, he is defense 11.
Alright, so I need a 4 to hit. And I got it. So -3 armor.
Is that upkeepable?
Yes, it is. And with her last focus, she's actually going to vanish back 3. Because I don't want to get charged.
You sure? Big flappy bird over here?
Yeah, kind of scary.
Okay.
Lastly, we have the thralls. So I'm going to have this one charge here. And this one's going to charge in here with an 8-inch charge. And the last one is actually going to charge your Carnivian.
Okay.
So 8-inch charge with a 1-inch reach. We'll put him right here. So looking for a 6 to hit with the first one. That's definitely going to hit. And it is a charging weapon master, so he's going to get 4 dice damage.
He is only armor 16.
Armor 16, so that actually drops down to armor 14 because I have Dark Shroud.
Yep.
So this is dice -3.
Do have 5 boxes, but I don't think that matters. Nope.
He's gone.
He's out of there. What? You gonna have the other one do the same thing?
Yep, looking for that 6. No, double ones. That's twice I've rolled double ones today.
Whew. It's good for me though.
Alright, then going over here, your defense 11.
Yes, sir.
So I need a 5 to hit. Got it.
Okay.
And you're currently armor
21.
but you have -3 from Parasite and -2 from Dark Shroud, so you actually go down to armor 16.
Yep.
So this is going to be dice -5.
Gross.
And that's going to do 8 damage to your 3. Start of Cullen's turn, breathing all the fury back.
Yep, we're going back up to full because we just had enough on the table.
All right.
And we will upkeep her tactical supremacy.
Starting off.
Yeah, we're gonna activate the Nera first, and we're gonna try to do some attacks onto Deathjack.
All right. Now, are any of the branches broken?
Oh yes, that is one thing we have to deal with.
All right. So if you want, you can activate your caster first and spend 1 fury to heal.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We forgot about. We just break for lunch, so my bad, guys. Let me just So we'll start with here. We will
Pay the
One.
one to
Yep.
recover 1 box.
So she is now going to walk only 5 inches, so to here and then up, making sure not to engage Deathjack.
Now remember, Deathjack only has a 1-inch reach.
Yep, we're just making sure we're nowhere near that.
Okay.
To there.
Okay.
That's where we're gonna go. And then we are going to use our Howling Flame Spray on Deathjack and also hitting the Thrall.
All right. Are we also getting your Caribbean?
I don't believe so. If we go straight. Like that. What does that look like to you?
No, you're good.
Perfect.
Starting off with the Thrall. Now, he is engaged, but it is a spray, so it ignores that. So he's defense 12, so you need a 6 to hit.
Okay, this is, because we have 1 point of fury left. I really want to kill this Thrall. And you said 7 or 6?
6 to hit.
Okay, we'll just roll it and hope we hit.
Got it.
Oh.
Boxcars. Very nice.
Sweet.
And it's POW.
This is POW 12.
Alright, so pardon me, roll 4 or higher.
Yeah, we won't boost this either. Whew.
Oh, got it with a 4
Just
on
got
the dot.
it.
Nice.
Awesome.
And looking for a 7 to hit Deathjack. Got him.
We do.
And he is currently armor 21.
Whew. So,
Dice minus 9.
okay.
Nothing.
Nothing. Then she's gonna use her. Do we want to use the last one to use quickness, or just keep 1 up? And
Remember, you
just,
still have tactical supremacy.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so we're just gonna tactical supremacy away 3, whoop, just to there, and camping that just in case we need to transfer some damage.
Alright, then the Nerif.
Yep. So we're gonna start by attacking.
Okay. Starting off with the tail, you're Mat 6?
Mat 7.
Mat 7, alright, you need a 6 to hit.
Yeah, well, we won't boost. We'll just try to go for the dice and hope that we hit, because after this, then we auto hit. Whew.
Got it with a 7. Very nice. Dice minus 8 for damage. Nothing. Then auto hitting with your hammerhead, and this is POW.
15.
This is going to be dice minus 6.
Yeah, these are all auto hitting, so we won't even bother boosting. We'll just try to buy attacks and kill it.
Okay. Nothing. Buying an attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Another one.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. 3 damage to the 2. And the last attack?
Buying the last attack. Realizing at this point that we probably should have feeded with our caster, but it's too far now. Let's hope that we can just kill this thing.
No damage.
Oh, no.
He did have beatback, opting not to use it because it's just going to push him into Deathjack.
So now, next up is the Carnivian. To see if he can take out Deathjack, because we really need him gone.
Gotcha.
So it's going to walk to engage him, and going this way, and turning into the back arc, getting all the way in because we have plenty of movement.
Right, and ignoring the free strike. Sorry, not ignoring the free strike, dodging the free strike.
Yeah, that's better.
Didn't get hurt there. So that drops me down to defense 11. So starting off, you are Mat.
The Carnivian is Mat 6.
All right, so you're looking for a 5 to hit.
And we do.
Gonna hit. And POW.
The bite is POW 18.
So it's gonna be dice minus 3.
We'll boost this.
All right.
Just get that third dice.
So 3 dice.
I need one more.
3.
White one.
That's gonna do.
There we go.
9 to my 1. Completely clearing out column 1, 2, 3, and the first dot in column 4. So I've lost my left arm and my movement. I'm now defense 5. Effectively defense 3 in the back. So as long as you don't roll double ones.
So yeah, now we have 2 talent attacks, still with our free attacks.
That's gonna hit. And it's POW.
16 on the talon.
Okay. So this is gonna be dice minus 5. That's gonna do 3 to the 4. Next one. Hits. Again, POW 16 again.
Yep.
That's gonna do 4 to the 2. Deathjack has 8 boxes left.
And we'll buy another attack with the bite.
Yep. which will hit. This is dice -3.
Yep, because this is the POW 18.
And that's going to do 5, leaving me with 3 boxes left. And I'm going to bind it one more.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So 2 dice.
These two.
That hits.
And
-3. Oh, 1. He's got 2 boxes left.
we do have one last attack.
Alright.
That we better hit with.
That's going to hit.
Okay.
Dice -3. Yeah,
there we
he's
go.
gone. Next up.
So now we are showing 7 Fury on the board. So we're going to let's oh yeah, that's a spell. That was on you, or is that on him?
That's on him. That's Parasite.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, that's a thing I don't want. But I guess he's there now. So the Shredder is going to move his 6 and just hang out back here,
Okay.
offering some defense. So that was just his basic move, and then the Shepherd here is gonna walk this way, take 1 off the Neref.
Gotcha. Very nice. You still got this guy over here looking for a 6 to hit in melee.
Yep. Nothing.
Oh, he's okay. So, start of my turn 4. I've got 7 focus. Gonna pay 1 to upkeep Parasite because I don't want you getting rid of that. And I have no more War Beasts, or pardon me, Warjacks. So, I might be in trouble here. So, I'm gonna go for a double beast kill here. She's gonna charge the Carnivian in the back. So, she's got a 9-inch charge plus a 2-inch reach. So, I'm actually gonna go right to here.
Okay.
Just hang out at my 2-inch mark. And I am in your back arc. So I need anything but Snake Eyes to hit. And that's definitely going to hit. And this is going to be POW 12. Now you're normally armor 18.
Yep.
But this is going to be -5 because she has Dark Shroud and you have Parasite up. So
That is a thing.
you're now effectively armor 13. And she's POW 12, so this will be dice -1. And that's going to do 10 to your 1.
Ooh, good first hit.
Then she's going to buy an attack. And again, looking for anything but Snake Eyes. That's going to hit. Dice -1. Does 9 to your 4. Buying 1 more. Whoop. Let's get some matching dice here. That'll hit. And dice -1. That's going to do 3, which I think is enough to kill you.
That is just enough to kill me, unfortunately.
Sweet.
So, wow. And I will leech this before I go.
Then I'm going to spend 3 and do a Hellfire at your Neref. I need a 7 to hit. Oh, come on!
Oh no.
Oh, that didn't go well for me.
What were you gonna do if that went off?
If that went off, I was going to boost damage. And it would have been dice -2. You have like 8 boxes left. That would have killed you.
Yeah. Whew.
Ah, that's what I'm going for there. Alright. Well, after that, I'm going to spend 1 and...
She gonna vanish?
Yeah, she's going to vanish.
Try to escape.
Just backing up.
Yep.
Actually, how far away am I from you? 7, and you have a 2-inch reach will put you there. Ooh, let's go straight back away from you.
As far as you possibly can.
As far as I possibly can, and not give you my back arc.
Now the Thralls.
And the Thralls are just going to beat up your dude right there. They need a... he was defense 12?
He is... Yep.
Defense 12. I need a 6 to hit. So let's take this guy.
Yep.
And put him right there.
Okay.
Nope. Second attack. Or sorry, this other guy. That's going to hit with a 6.
Alright.
And 3 dice damage.
With 16 arm.
With 14 arm.
Oh, right.
Shroud.
Yep.
So
That's the thing.
He dead.
Oh yeah. Plenty dead.
And this was just barely within 2 inches, so she gets a soul.
Going on to the beginning of my turn, my caster will take 1 of the Fury because now she's up to maximum of 6, and there's still 1 remaining. So now this beast is going to have to check to Frenzy. So with a threshold of 9 and 1 Fury on my beast, I need to roll an 8. Whew.
Got it.
Alright, so he is okay this game, or this turn. He will not Frenzy. So now we're going to activate the caster. We're going to let Tactical Supremacy drop. Actually, this turn, I should have done that at the beginning, but so now she's going to walk her 5 to there. We're going to measure our spray before we cast it.
Now remember, it has to be centered over top of the wall.
Yeah.
So you're gonna catch.
Do I have both or just
No,
one?
from there you only got the one.
Okay, so we're gonna actually use quickness for 1 and move up an extra 2 inches.
All right.
And then drop it.
And that will. Oh, if you move over, you'll catch. Oh no, you're catching both there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do, using 3 to cast.
All right. So my caster right now is defense 15, so you need a 9 to hit her.
Yeah, we'll just let it go.
No. And then with
Thrall?
Thrall, you need a 6. Got him.
What we get?
And he's it's POW 12.
Yep.
So don't roll a 3. You got him. And that's gonna be a field promotion. Next up.
Shepherd is going to walk close enough, which I think she already was, and then she's going to heal the Nerif. Sorry, I meant, yeah, condition. I was reading the wrong ability. Just taking that 1 away.
All right. And then I'm assuming that War Beast is going to charge me.
Oh yeah, she is. So, 9-inch charge.
Definitely gets you in.
Ka.
So boosting the tail attack because you need an 8 to hit.
Yep.
So, and you got it.
hitting.
And then you got.
So that gives me the coil, which means all my attacks after this auto hit.
Yep. And this is POW.
13.
All right. You don't need the blue die.
Oh, right. It's
13 dice minus 2. That's going to do 6 damage. So that means I have 10 boxes left. And then you got your hammerhead attack, which I believe is POW 16.
Yeah, 15.
15 straight dice damage. And that'll do 10 and kill her.
Woohoo!
She is dead.
Oh.
And there you go, guys. That was our 25-point slow grow-ish type game where we're slowly working our way up to the 50 and 75-point games. Colin, what'd you think of this one?
This was good. This is the first time where we expanded from the boxes. And I do like the base of this box. This caster's pretty good. I should have feeded again.
Yeah.
I remember we said at the beginning.
I even said too, I was like, don't forget to feed. You're like, okay. And he just went in for the charge.
Yeah, that's what I do. I could see that if I feeded the turn earlier, I definitely would have probably been in a little bit better position. So that would have been nice, but it was what it was because I was trying to have this guy take out Death Jack, and probably with that +3 strength, that definitely would have helped.
Yeah.
And then because if he had a couple left, I know the Shredder didn't do anything this game, but he was kind of the support in.
It's also nice to have a backup sponge for transferring damage because that meant that you could max out your Carnivian and your Nerif and not have to worry about transferring damage later on because you got a squishy little Shredder to take it up.
Exactly, and I know that they lost their really good Animus from Mark II, which was Tenacity, and gave one that just gives them Relentless Charge, but they did gain a new ability, which is Flank, which is also pretty cool. So if there's already a War Beast engaged with the target you're attacking, he gets +2 to attack and gains an additional die damage.
Yeah, so that means he's going to be getting 4 dice damage on the charge.
Exactly, so he would have been, the final little take a punch and take out the last couple of boxes if there was a beast left. So that's what he was there for. Again, he didn't have to do what he did, but that was pretty good.
Yep.
What I could see is if this guy was a Forsaken, it probably would have been a little easier for me to control the Fury.
Yeah.
Because it can take more than just 1 away, where the Shepherd's kind of forced into 1, but she is only 1 point.
Yeah, and that's always nice.
Yeah, maybe even a second one. I mean, I was, of course, maxed with points, but it's definitely nice to have an extra little bit of Fury control when you're operating this many beasts at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. I was playing a little too aggressive. Well, a couple things I forgot. I forgot about Prey on Nightmare. I knew I did as soon as we got into turn 2. I was like, oh, I forgot to pick a Prey target. Oh, well, I'll just ignore it. I'm used to playing really aggressive with my Cryx Jacks, and they got absolutely slaughtered by yours. So I think I need to play a little bit more conservatively with them, and I don't think that Agatha has the potential to really support everybody that well. Like, yeah, she's got Hellwhite, which gives the +2 armor and retaliatory strike. That's good, but it's not enough. Like, it's not like Engine of Destruction or anything like that for Deathjack. It just makes him an absolute beast. It just kind of made him a little bit more of a beat stick, where he was able to take a bit of a punch.
It makes him more resilient and more powerful. And if you're looking for something with a bit more punch, then maybe she isn't your caster.
She's, by the feel of it, she seems like an all-around early learning to play caster. She's got a little bit that helps out everybody, but doesn't really have a lot to offer one particular type of Jack or unit or anything like that. Like,
I will say she actually packs a bit more punch than I was expecting.
Yeah,
I didn't really expect her to walk up and be able to take care of that Carnivian without knocking a couple more.
Yeah, well, that was thanks to Dark Shroud and Parasite. So she actually had that nice little combo there to drop you down to a reasonable
that's an awesome
armor.
like -5, and I mean Carnivean's got 19 base, which is pretty good right there, and then +2, so it's up to 21. Like that's pretty awesome, and then just being able to pretty much make me seem like a light jack was
So that definitely came in handy there. I don't know, like when I'm looking at all the different Cryx cards and what they have, they all seem to have a variation of Ghost Walk or Cull Soul, or they still follow the same theme. And she seems to be a jack of all trades and master of none in her spell list. Even her feat seems all over the place. You get Ghost Walk, you get Stealth, and all your jacks get basically a 3-inch apparition. So they get to get placed 3 inches after they finish their activation, which seems good, but at the same time it's like, okay, well you're pretty much giving everybody a little bit of a benefit, not one particular thing gets this or one particular thing gets that, or
it's spread out.
It's all over the place. So she seems like a very toolboxy caster and not so much of a let's bring jacks, let's bring thralls, let's bring raiders. So I don't know, maybe a little more work with her, I might figure out what it is that she excels at, but right now she feels kind of like a very early learning to play caster, very good for that because she can help out everybody a little bit. Still haven't figured out what she excels at. I do like the Parasite Dark Shroud trick. That came in handy quite a bit, especially for the thralls. When that one thrall came in and charged, even with a low 4 dice roll, I didn't.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just being able to have a little guy like that, pack that like with the 4 dice, with the Weapon Master and everything on the charge, like, whew. That was scary. That
definitely hurt quite a bit. Imagine throwing one of those at like a caster or anything like that. Like
you cannot let yourself get into that position, or that's just too dangerous right there.
Yeah, even because like if you take an armor 19 or armor 15 caster and throw those two things up, now they're armor 10. So these thralls are getting +1 to a 4 dice charge.
Yep.
Ugh, that's gross. There goes a caster in one shot.
Yep.
So, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, if you noticed any rules errors in this game, please point them out in the comment section below, reference a page number and even a timestamp so that we can kind of go back and see where we messed that up. And also guys, thank you just so much for being awesome and watching this. Let me know what you want to see in the future. We are going to move on to a 35-point battle report next.
Yeah, are you going to build on to just this list?
I might bring something different. I'm probably going to bring another one of the new casters just to show that one off.
I think I'm just going to add another 10 points to this list and see where it can take me.
Well, we know what you're going to add then, don't we?
What? No. What? There may have been some miscalculations of points at the beginning of this game.
So we set down both our armies and looked at them, and I'm like, okay, my army is significantly smaller than yours.
I was like, no, I'm good. And then I was like, oh, I was like,
Colin, I'm not going to be mean. I'm just going to double check your points really quick because it seems a little bit obscure.
And I was like, no, it's totally good.
I'm like, Colin, this is a 35-point list. He's like, what?
I don't know how to math.
So, yeah, we definitely know what you're bringing to your next list, but I'll bring something different just to mix it up a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, happy wargaming.